for a walk on my driveway, and I'm a little late. I like it when the sun's just barely going down because it leaves bigger shadows, but I'm on the hunt for rattlesnakes. This April and May, I call it rattlesnake season, and I haven't seen a rattlesnake track like maybe since August. And it was when they demolitioned that house. So maybe there was one in the neighborhood and then it left. I got a lot of work done today. I'm really proud of myself. I worked hard. I was in the heart attack zone. I put in more insulation. I got the south wall done, the east wall done, and the north wall done. And now I have only the west wall to do. It was nice and cool today. And I noticed clouds. I was like, oh, that's nice. So I thought, I guess I'll go out and just take advantage of the shade from Mother Nature and get some work done. And it sure worked to my advantage. So if you've seen my home, it's a 10-foot by 12-foot, 2x4, 15 center structure. And I built it with construction screws. So it's that particle board. What's that? ASB board, something like that. And so I just unscrewed the walls and threw in the insulation and put the walls back. Really pleased with also, I've noticed a huge improvement on the air conditioner performance. I had it set at 80 degrees and it was turning on and off, and normally it's just running constantly, just trying to keep it at 80. Sometimes it can't even keep it at 80. So if you've seen my home, I was going to make it like a slide out, like a motorhome slide out. I'm not going to do that, but I engineered it to be this way. So the one wall is a whole door with a wheel on it. And I think I'm going to buy a traditional steel door and maybe a double pane window. Maybe. Why do that now? Well, because I'm probably not going to be, I don't open the door like I used to because the hinges are kind of wonky. Yeah. All right. We're just looking here at the end of my driveway. That was my motorcycle tracks. Yep. Looking at the tracks here. I'm thinking that the last one's pretty straight in. Interesting. Look at how that one is just kind of straight in. Normally I come sweeping, but I think that was me. We're going to find out. Looks like it was me. I rake my driveway in different places so I can tell if an intruder has been here. And yeah, it's sand. I live on sand, so it's, unless you're, oh, there's somebody's home right there. That's been there for a while. Little critter. Yeah, no snake trails. So if you don't know this, I live off grid. I mean, there's traditional electricity right here. There's telephone poles. And I have electricity at my property. It's just not hooked up. And there's a whole process to get that done, which involves building permits and such. There used to be electricity on the property, but like in the 70s and the 80s, you could just ask for electricity and they just install it. But the world is different these days. And I'm probably going to put a manufactured home on my property. That's the plan. Until then, I use solar electricity. I got 25 panels. I have 5,500 watts. And I got lithium ion phosphate batteries, which are so cheap. The world has changed. What used to be $1,000 is now $330. And with a lithium battery at 100 amp hours, you're going to get 100 amp hours of use. But if you had a wet lead acid battery, and it's 100 amp hours, you're only going to get about 20 amp hours, because then the voltage drops, and none of your. And so with lithium ion phosphate, you get the maximum. You get the voltage. It will maintain that voltage right down to like the last 2 amps, which is pretty amazing. And the reason it can do that is it's full of these little 3.3 volt lithium ion phosphate batteries. Well, my inverter and charge controller, which normally are 2 separate machines or components, but mine is built in, it's all built together. And one of my supporters gifted it to me, Drift Speed, and because I was powering the air conditioning by just solar panels connected right to the inverter and the battery system. And that's not the way you're supposed to do it. He thought it could blow it up. So he bought me that. So that's nice. Right now, there's little buttons, and the buttons aren't working anymore because I pushed them too much. They're those little little D10 kind of buttons. And I probably can fix it, but I don't have a backup system for the electricity while I'm fixing it. I mean, I have some other inverters. I could get that working. I'm probably going to buy another inverter, but not the inverter charge controller combination. I'm just going to, with these batteries, I should have 12 hours of air conditioning now. I got enough electricity for 12 hours. I got 500 amps at 24 volts, which is quite a lot. My AC is only 1,000 watts. All right, we're coming home. Here's my wonderful truck. Let me show you this dent I put in it. That is a really good dent. What happened was I was loading the Mercedes on the trailer, but the trailer wasn't connected, and it did a wheelie. Yeah, here's my trailer, and I got my cot on it, ready to sleep out here at night. I haven't done that yet, but I lay out here a little bit at night. Sometimes I watch the stars. I had a couch that I got off Craigslist, but it was pretty wrecked, so I took it to the dump. I guess it's time to get some more outdoor furniture. It was previously indoor furniture that I used outdoors. It was nice. Yeah, I spent the whole weekend doing research on and thinking about how to make my engineering, my electrical system the most efficient possible. It's not so cut and dry. A lot of engineering going on. Oh, I learned something about the tariffs. I had something wrong on the tariffs. Hey, dog. And Blimdy, yeah. So here's what I had wrong. I thought $100 pair of shoes that were made in China, if they did 100% tariff, they would cost $200. It's not the case. That $100 pair of shoes, the seller bought them for probably $10, and so they make a $90 profit. And so 100% tariff, that $10 shoe is going to have $10 in tariff. So now it's $20 for the seller. So they only make $80 in profit. So they might, adjust the price to continue their profit margin, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Now, obviously, not everything has a 100% or a 10x 1,000% markup. I really just don't want Harbor Freight to go away. I like those deals. I'm pleased with it. Yeah. I've got tariff fatigue for sure. Trump's tariffs are wearing me out. Also, why should I expect Trump to keep his word? He's not that kind of guy. Trump is an elaborate troll. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. There's nothing going on in the world right now. Yeah, nothing I can think of. So that's the end of my broadcast. So have a great night, people. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.